My audio was lost last time because somebody called me and I answered the phone, and then when I came back, the audio was gone. So let's try this again. Hopefully, some of y'all come back if you guys really had questions for me. Some of you guys were just asking weird stuff or leaving weird comments. So I'm gonna just see if I get any people who are genuinely concerned about hair stuff or whatever. If not, I'll get off of here altogether. But let's see if anybody else comes back since I had to end that live. If anybody is in the building, say what's up in the chat. Say what's up. Oh, okay. Some people are coming back. Hi, Carolyn. Greetings. Greetings. Hi, Alex. Yes, I am back. Hope you guys can hear me well this time. Somebody called me and I answered the phone. So maybe that got rid of the audio before. Oh, okay. Life of Wife is back. And she says, hey, would you consider going bigger with your products like a warehouse and not making everything yourself? Yes, I would do that. I would love to do that. That's my intention eventually. But we're starting small. That's where we are now. Especially considering you know, what it takes to grow a business to that level. It really does take investment because you need to be able to pay for advertisement. You know, you can't just rely on your loyal customers. At least I should say myself. I can't rely on just my customer base because it wouldn't be able to support the maintenance of the warehouse as well as paying for staff and paying for myself, paying myself, I should say. So the business has to grow to a more sustainable um, size, I guess, or yeah, basically. Alex says running a business is very challenging. It is very challenging. It is very challenging, but I'm up for the challenge. I've been running my business since 2016, 2018. Well, officially 2018. That's when I started doing everything the right way in 2018. But I was selling accessories prior to that. But once I started making the oils, that was in 2018. So there's that. Thank you, King James. Thank you, King James. Life of a Wife says, how long do you wear styles? Well, considering that I wash my hair twice a month, I wash my hair every 2 weeks. Usually, what I'll do is that I'll have my hair in a hairstyle for about a week, maybe a week and a half. But I like to take my hair out and let it breathe and be loose before I do my next wash. So I don't keep my style in for longer than that, unless it's the summertime. If it's the summertime and my hair is in braids or twists, I'll keep my style in much longer, but I'll just wash my hair while it's in the twists, while it's in the braids. So that's an option if you guys, like to wash your hair more regularly, but you want to keep your hair in a style, then I would recommend twists or braids because you can wash your hair in twists and braids. Versus if you have your hair styled in some kind of updo, you can't really wash it effectively, at least, you know? Hey, Wendell, how are you? How are you, Wendell? I hope everyone's weekend is going well. Or has gone well. It's about to be over. Alex says, your hair type is very interesting. Takes a lot of maintenance. Very cool. Thank you. But I don't find that it takes so much maintenance, especially not these days. Maybe back in the day, like when my locks were short like this, it took a lot more maintenance. But now they're at a very self-sustainable length. I just have to make sure that I'm washing it regularly. I'm moisturizing it with our rose water moisturizer, sealing in the moisture with our horsetail leaf growth oil, and I like to keep my hairline nice and thick by using the emu oil growth drops. Prince Dior says, love your content. Thank you so much. When you trim your locks, do the cuts look natural and will the ends unravel? I always felt curls on locks make them look choppy. Oh, I'm not sure what you mean by curls making your hair look choppy. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But as far as cutting the locks to make them look natural, uh I find that when you start to cut your locks, they don't look natural because you're cutting them with the scissors, and that gives like a blunt result immediately. So I would recommend that if you don't like that blunt look, you can go ahead and crochet the ends, because that'll help to seal the ends so they look like how they look before you cut them. And yes, they do unravel a little bit, so they tend to get a little puffy, especially if you have kinky hair. If you're black, for instance, well, not for instance, but like if you're black, or if you have kinky hair. I guess you don't have to be black to have kinky hair, but if you have kinky hair, you got black in you probably. So yeah, so with our hair textures, kinky textures, coily textures, the ends will unravel a bit and look puffy if you don't seal them. So that's an option. You can use a crochet needle to seal them, but if not, you can also use like a I mean, you can just let them lock back up naturally. It'll take a little bit longer though. Sammy's point says, please tell us about your business and tell how you started so that can be inspiration. Okay. Oh, that was a great question. So I started my business after being an influencer for some years. So I had been showcasing my hair journey and giving tips for hair maintenance on YouTube for a really long time. Since I started my hair, I was just documenting the journey. And as I would learn more, I would share more with all you. And as I learned more, I stopped putting a lot of trust in a lot of these brands that are out here, because they would be using some sketchy ingredients and just not the best stuff, just not the best. So it is really important that we are mindful of what types of ingredients we put on our hair, especially on our scalps, because our scalps are skin, right? And it's some of the thinnest skin on our bodies. And with it being so thin, it's we are absorbing what we put on our scalps. Just like you absorb what you put on your skin, but it's just even more so on your scalp. So that's why a lot of people who aren't using natural ingredients on their scalps, that's why they often deal with hormonal issues, because there's a lot of like endocrine disruptors in hair products. So that's why I'll always advocate for natural ingredients. So when I formulated my products, I make sure to use organic ingredients, or herbs that are enriching for the hair. So that's why I make sure that horsetail is in all of my products. Horsetail is a very powerful herb. It's the second most abundant in silica in all of the herbs on the planet. It's number two to bamboo. Bamboo is number one, and horsetail is number two. And that's why it's such a good product for strengthening your hair and promoting growth, or encouraging growth, I should say. So if you have any like more specific questions about the business, please let me know. I'm glad you're doing good, Wendell. I appreciate that. Hi, Carla. Good evening. Life of a wife, it's unavoidable. um, okay. RC says, I like puffy. I'm sure you mean puffy hair and not puffy like Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy. Dara, how often do you wash your locks? Love your channel, subbed for years. Thank you so much, Dara. I wash my hair twice a month, typically. And by no means do I feel like everyone should wash their hair twice a month. That's just what works best for me. Axel says I have really long hair. Could you read it for braid me? No, but I can probably recommend a stylist for you if you let me know what city you're in. Hi, Jesse. How are you, Jesse? Faye says, hey, could you take off your glasses for a second? No, I can't because then I can't see. Like, I really can't see without my glasses or my contacts, and I don't have my contacts with me, so sorry about that. Hi, Huncho. Okay, so if there's no more questions about hair, I'll get off of here, but I just want to remind you all that I am so tired. I had a long day of travel, but I told myself that I was going to go live tonight. So I'm just holding myself accountable, going live with you all, even though I'm so tired. But I want to remind you all that each month we have drops for our products now. So from the 15th through the 18th that's the only time you can buy the hair care products. Throughout the month, you can get your accessories whenever you want. But as far as the hair products go, I'm only releasing them once a month because I'm making them in limited quantities for now until the business is at a different state where I don't have to make everything myself pretty much, okay? So you can get your products now. And if you get the product bundle, the Nurture with Nature box, you can get a free head wrap. So make sure you add a head wrap to your cart and you can get it for free. No code needed, okay? Thank you so much for coming through, especially for those of you who came back after the first live had to end abruptly because the audio cut out. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.